Hi, good morning and good evening, everyone. In today's episode, we will go to our Kubernetes 2023 repo. And what's this? Write out. Um, what is this? Control X. Then yes. All right. Get pull again. All right, we're up to date. So let's go to all right, AWS AKS. So from this day on until the end of 2023, we will focus all our effort to learn as much as we can, for better or for worse, the Amazon or the AWS AKS. And this is where um, we're going to use the Amazon AKS service to run our Docker applications, or no, to run our Kubernetes clusters. So as you can see, we have a lot of. We'll open a new tab here. So last year we have a lot of experiments um, with our Kubernetes, and which one here is the, like, we have a lot of here. So I think it's in practice 3, maybe. So practice 3, yeah, we have it there. We can check the code there. Yeah, we have a Docker file in it, and then we have a README here. README here. Yeah. So this one here, I believe, is also Angular, but I didn't create a rib. This doesn't have a Docker file, so I think this is not the one. We can go to uh, uh, maybe perhaps to make this quicker, we go to Serilog. There's a Serilog. This is React. And this is Angular. What else? DynamoDB. We have a DynamoDB. Um, WordPress exercise. This is a futile attempt. Okay, this one here. What is this? Orchestra. I'll be here a while. Keep going nowhere. Start. Start. Will survive. Let's find the Docker here. Very nice recursive observable practice 3x web. Which repo is the one that we're going to use that has a complete workable thing? I'll be here a while. Yeah, yeah, I believe this is the one. 2023 Kubernetes 2023. Go to the practice folder, go to microservices, and we have here, yeah, I think this is the one. So we have a build here to build everything, yeah. Thinking I was gripped with delight. Tick, 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 tick. Set it by the hand. Tick, tick, tick. 12 years of age. Oh, alright, so we have it here in the microservice. Practice microservice. This is the volume. Right, so we can start, yeah. So to refresh, we have here specific to AWS k8s here. And this is where we are going to um, start experimenting from scratch. So do we have a .NET here already? Yeah, we have a .NET. We're going to use .NET. Okay, so let's make an API here. Then cd the API and .NET new web API. And then .NET new SLN, oh SLN, yeah, and then .NET SLN add API. Hold on, let's check. Yeah, .NET SLN add API.cs proj. All right, let's check the code. And we can also, yeah, we can try to use ChatGPT to assist us here. So here we can say customers controller.ts. So if we go to OpenAI here, OpenAI, ChatGPT, I'll be here a while. Tick, 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 we going nowhere. Start, I will survive. Right, we're just going to copy and paste that. Here, this will be our namespace, controllers, and then here iLogger, right, API. Okay, so we can use this one, and let's try to run it. Docker .NET run, and later on we will Dockerize it. Explain the status as a private. Holy moly, we have having a lot of Scorpio dogs chicken out there right now, and we be doing our best to make sure every landlubber gets a chance to give it a try. We be sorry for any inconveniences this may cause, but we promise it all worth the wait. Hang tight and check back soon. Yeah, swashbuckling swashywogs. We be eager to see what you think of our chatbot. Erg. Right, so yeah, the developers' life are safe because ChatGPT is down. what is the route API? So tests. So if we go to test, okay, so we have it already. Then we want to uh, we want to dockerize this. I'll be here a while. Yeah, but before that, we're going to docker ignore. Use a docker ignore here. That docker ignore, and then get ignore also. That get ignore, and then docker file. Docker file. Right, so for our Docker file, we want to use the CS proj here, then the API here, remove the M. Alright, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's use this one here in our proj here so that we can check the Swagger in production mode. And this one here, we want to use this so that if we connect an Angular, that it will work. And let's go. Let's check our Docker images. We don't have it. And then now we are going to Docker build T AWS API. Let's just put AWS X API and then build. I'll be here a while. You going nowhere? I'll be here a while. And you going nowhere? I'll be here a while. Going nowhere? I'll be here a while. I was screaming for delight. By the hand. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have at least two APIs, and these two APIs um, will run on a Kubernetes cluster, and this two we're going to have two nodes. So I think it's how it's going to happen. So right now we have API, and the next we're going to create the API 2, and then yeah, deploy these two APIs to k8s, and let's see what's the process here. I haven't tried it yet, so yeah. So I only have experimented with Microk8 here in Ubuntu locally, but I haven't tried deploying it to Amazon, to AWS or Azure yet because I'm afraid of the bill that I will incur. our Docker images. We have the AWSX API. We can try to Docker run that with um, like 3 or 5001, and then port 80, and then name this AWSX API, and then we're going to use the AWSX 8x image, and then we go to our localhost uh, 5001, then Swagger. There you go. It's running. Docker image is running. So next is we are going to first let's commit this first. Name this AWS EKS init project. All right. So next is right. So next is we're going to create a second API. We're going to call it MKS MKDIR API 2. So the API 2, we're going inside. We're going to do the same with what we did on the previous project. Then .NET new SLN, then .NET SLN add API.csproj, API2.csproj, and then no, we're just going to do all the things that we did here, all the things that we did on API, and then we're going to replicate that to API2, remove all of this, and then this one here would be, yeah, this one here should be test. Let's just change this to what's going on. What are you talking about? Alright, so here is also test. This is going to be API2, and then do the Docker file, and the Docker file we're going to use the 2 here. This one here is 2 as well. Same goes here and here and here. All right. Next is we're going to copy that, put that here as well, and this one put here. All right. So let's go here. API 2, then docker.net build tag AWSX API 2, then current one. Do we have an error? .NET build Build succeeded. Can we do a .NET run? It's running. Should have API 2 as a response. Yep. Right, it's running. And then next is we're going to doc. Maybe perhaps we want to first kill this rmf AWSX API, right? And we go into docker build t API. Oh no, let's check the docker images first. Okay, now since we don't have the API 2 AWSX API 2 yet, we're going to create that build docker build t AWSX API 2, then the current directory. It's going to build it. Thinking. Right, so what topic can we talk while waiting for this to finish? Let's talk about it's already done. So run docker run dp, or maybe we don't use the d here. Then the name is AWSX API 2, then use the image AWSX API 2, then we need to put the port 5220 and then port 80. Then it's going to release build that so we know that it's already running. And here this is 5001, so this one here will be 5002, and this one here will display API 2. Yeah, so we have it running, and now we're going to create a service and a deployment in Kubernetes. Right, so this one here is AWS AKS API 2. Oops. Okay, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and all right. So this is what we're going to copy here: API deployment, and here service. So in our API 1 here, why is it that there are some errors in this one? Let's close that and reopen it. That might fix it. cd API .NET run. If we .NET run that, it should run. Right, so it's running. So okay, so let's do this. cd API, right? Lady. Hello you and my app. Okay, let's create a deployment that YAML. So this one here is a local, because this is going to we will be using Micro K8s. That's why we need to rebuild. So this one here is AWSX API, and then we're going to create the API that service that YAML, and we are going to copy and paste from here. Then this is just API, right? All right. So next is we want to build where is it where we're going to start the Micro K8s. Yeah, okay, so let's begin. All right, so let's begin with the K8s. Micro is start. Is it going to start? Alright, so next is we're going to launch this. This is our Kubernetes now for using the Micro K8s. And why is it not running? Connection lost. Yeah, I forgot. What are the steps? How to start my Micro K8s? I think this one. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I totally forgot. How do we start? Oh man, let's go to the website of Microk8s. Get started. Linux. So there's not. Wait. Enable chains to. All right. All right. That that took a while. Okay, so we have it running, and now we want to. What's this? Where is it documented? Here. Yeah, still here. Okay, so working with local Docker registry, we have it already built. Now we want to um, save the Docker into a tar file and then import that to Microk8s. Yeah, so that is the steps that we're going to do. First, we're just going to add it as a readme file here, readme, so that we don't have to keep on switching between, or just, yeah. Save, so this is going to be AWSX, and then local, and then we're going to save that to AWSX API, and then we're going to import that here. But right. All right. So, but we also need to put this one here like that. Okay. So next is we're going to execute that, because currently if we go to Docker images, we have the latest here. We want to tag it as local. Right, so it's going to rebuild. And then create a tar file, and then import that tar file into Microk8s. Right, so yeah, so once that is imported, we are then going to apply here our definitions here, or the thing that we define here. So we're going to apply that, apply, then here, apply. It says it doesn't exist because this is service with a C. Okay, so it was created. If we go check our dashboard, we have the service created here. What's this? Yeah, we have the service, we have the pod here. How do we launch it again? I think this one here. Why is it pending? Um, First, in our this one here, we want to ignore also the tar. Yeah, ignore the tar. How do we deploy it again? Or run. And my heart. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Why is it pending still? Totally forgot how to do it. Um, do we have a proper readme here? Oh, there you go. So yeah, so this is the IP, and then this is the one, yeah. And then we're just going to just copy and paste this, put it on here, then that, uh, put it here, API2. Then here we will also rename this as API2. And then here, just put 2 here. Same 2 here. Just put 2 here. Or maybe here put 2. And then our docker ignore or our get ignore, we want to ignore all tar. And next is we're going to copy this, and we want to add a readme here. Then this one here would be 2, right? And then we're going to rebuild. Oh, not here. In the API2 directory. Paste that, build that, and then here would be 2 as well. 2. Right, seems like it's already completed. And then save it. Right, so next is import that into Microk8s. Right, and then apply the deployment, and then apply the service, and then we go to our services here, API2. Let's go to its IP. Does it have the same IP here? No, this is 249, and then we're going to put Swagger, and this one here would be API2. Right, this is API2, API1. These are both running in Microk8s cluster, and our next objective is to deploy this to AWS AKS, and that would be part 2 of this episode. So stay tuned. Right, thanks, bye.